Hello, Cancer. Excuse me. Oh, it's smoky in here. I've burned up the last of my, just before the camera went on, my Palo Santo stick. Compliments of Carl SF. And that's my blue Colorado Blue White Sage, sent to me from Sue Chisholm from Colorado. And I'm also, it smells so good in here right now. My intuitive candle behind me from intuitivecandles.com, Majestic Rose. My house smells like roses. And then there's the woodsy scent with the sage and the Palo Santo. And by the way, with these candles, just to plug them for a second, they are 100% soy-based. They won't harm your health. They're all natural. They've got every scent under the rainbow. If you want something customized, they'll even do that. But the beauty of not just the 40 hours of clean burn, they burn very clean. There's no black. And a good 40-plus hours of burn time per candle. But when the wax melts down, you're left with beautiful reveals like this. Rose quartz. I call them cages. They call them wrapped gems. But, you know, the pendants are just... they're beautiful. All silver and everything you can think of. These are just some of the ones that I have. My pendulums, all, you know, amethyst quartz, clear quartz. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, so let's get on here, Cancer. It just smells so good in here. I wish we had smell-o-vision. I really do. Okay, so this is for mid-month, March, to the end of the month. So we're saying from the, 15th, which is tomorrow. And we want to know, for all the Cancers in this general reading, I hope that it resonates with everybody. We want to know the overall energy for the month, so we know what we're kind of dealing with. My cards are locked up. They just locked up on me no matter what I'm doing. Well, what is that all about? Ooh. This is crazy. I can't get a grip on them. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Wow, that was weird. A little trippy. Want to know the overall energy for the month. And we'd like to know the finances and wealth, how that's being covered, or if it's going to come up or be an issue, or, oh, you guys are saucy today. They've got a life of their own. Cancer, I don't know, maybe I should just shut the camera down and leave you guys till last. Or us, I should say. And we want to know what's going on with our hearth and our home, love and romance, the most intimate parts of our lives. And the card after that, and what we need to know is what our challenges are going to be for mid-March. I can't go back, even though it's even my son. I don't have the time to go back and review the videos. But I was just saying too, because one of the other signs I was just saying to them that it would be interesting to know because when I do the monthlies are for the whole month, and then all of a sudden, mid-stride, literally midstream, mid-month, we throw in whatever else. To me, it's bringing out whatever else needs to be brought out that you need to pay attention to that just didn't come out in the first reading. It's all coming out now. Or stuff from the first reading, you'll go, that card was in the monthly. That means it's being reinforced if it's showing up again. That's my belief, and those are my intentions anyway. Okay. Yes, and those that don't like all this shuffling and the smudging, you can scroll ahead, you know. You don't have to sit and go through it like it's something painful. Just scroll ahead if you don't want to. Go right to the cards. And we're at 456, 457. Your overall energy. Oh, Cancer. No. Oh. Please let us find some goodness in this. The Five of Pentacles and abandonment. In your finances and wealth, we've got the Two of Cups, and it represents partnerships. It's a very good card. Very good card. Your hearth and your home. Eight of Swords and restriction. I'm so tempted to turn the camera off at this point. I'm not liking this at all. I'm just not. But I've learned to not mess around with tarot that way. You take the cards as they turn up. Just don't even try to reshuffle and get a better. Serious. Your challenges for mid-March. The Eight of Cups. Change. Your message from Spirit at the end of that mess. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Message from Spirit makes it even more so and more special and more important. It's a happily ever after card. It figures for Cancer, we gotta wade through crap, right? In order to get to the good stuff. It seems like everybody else around us seems to fly over the crap. They don't get a drop on them. Easy peasy for everybody else, and not for us at all. That is such a beautiful. I just want to focus on that last card, and hell with the other four. It's just great. Oh my goodness sakes. Excuse me. I've got the Palo Santo turned. There's a black like a soot over the stick, and I got it all over my hands. Oh my goodness. This is like a kind of a heavy reading. There's a lot here. I don't want to go on forever. But anyways, the Five of Pentacles, abandonment, feeling like you're all alone in the world. And it's not that bad, really, because what it is, it's your own perception of your life and where you're at. There is unrealistic, some of you are going, remember, general reading, some of you are going through this unrealistic fear because you have a tendency and a habit to overthink things. Yes, sometimes you read into things as well that aren't there. You see things, you surmise, and you say, no, I'm right. I know I'm right about that. It could be maybe more wrong. Once in a while, you're going to be wrong. Is this going to be the time? Well, what it is an unrealistic fear of poverty and isolation, abandonment, being alone in the world, and not having anything, no comforts at all, no security at all. That's your biggest fear in life. It's such a fear that you obsess about it sometimes. You torment yourself with the worry. But stop and live in your now. Just do it right now as I'm speaking. Do it. Hear my voice. Be aware that you're sitting and watching a tarot reading for your sign. Acknowledge that. Be aware. That's living in the now. And I'm listening to this Natalie lady, give predictions for mid-March. Say that to yourself and be in the now and be present, right? Stop over-stressing about things that are not your truth, not at this time. You may even be pulling back from people at this time because you're feeling that way and distancing yourself from others. You have a lot of self-doubt going on, no self-belief that, your life is just going to continue to evolve. It's going to continue to grow and become a more wealthy, and not just money, but in all kinds of different ways, right? In the ways that matter. You could be fearing also a loss of your job or a relationship. Also feeling alone after the end of a relationship. And also dealing with the change that endings of relationships can bring. Like I told you, this reading starts out, it's pretty heavy, huh? I'm sorry, but it is what it is. It's all leading to something fantastic, though. We are going to be there, and it's mid-month. It's not the whole month. So we're only talking a couple of weeks. We can endure that. We're tougher than that. We could do 2 weeks standing on our heads of pure hell. The advice of this card. So says Tarot. You have support, but some of you may be looking in the wrong places for it. Try going someplace different. That's not your go-to, your regular go-to. Go to somebody different or someplace different, whatever that is for you. When you do, you will end up finding the support and the financial guidance that you'll be needing as well. Okay? So, yeah, big changes in the financial part because of the separation or the breakup, the ending of. Keywords are isolation, restriction, bias, fear, risk, relationships, problems. Okay. Nothing like coming in with a bang mid-month as it kind of shake the whole month up is what it does. This next card is beautiful. It is a Two of Cups and it represents partnerships. This card usually represents... Ugh, that got dirty. This card usually represents a partnership with somebody else, Cancer, and one that will last a lifetime. Or it'll be many, many years. You'll be with this person as somebody that is very, very like-minded like you. This, yes, it could be a romantic relationship, or it could be one of the strongest, deepest friendships you've ever formed in your life, or it could be, you know, just strictly business. You're like two peas in a pod. You're so much alike. You think the same things. I use this analogy with this card a lot. You don't have to talk to this other person to your blue in the face to explain something. They know where you're going. They know what you're saying within the first line. You're that attuned into each other. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful card. There's a lot of strength and support with this card. A lot of new self-discoveries. A lot of being nurtured. Your own needs and wants being nurtured. And you're nurturing somebody else in return. You nurture each other. You help each other grow. You broaden each other's horizons. It is a beautiful thing. It's wonderful. There's nothing negative with that. This goes for the money sector as well. The wealth is, yes, money, but money's not the only thing wealth is about. I like to read into that a little bit. And that is that wealth covers all areas of your life. Wealth and love, wealth and health, wealth and well-being and comfort. You know, there's so many different ways. Look for other people to share your visions. The longer it takes to find that person, this could be searching for a romantic relationship. You need somebody to that you're going to connect with in an intellectual way. Enough of the fluff is what I'm hearing. You're done. You're done with the dating scene. You're done with the fluff. You want a serious relationship now. You want to settle in. You want the real deal, not the flirts. Okay. But you're going to be looking for somebody that's like-minded. You're going to be aware of it. The longer it takes, the more special it'll be when you find it. You'll then know and learn one lesson along the way. How rare is this? It's rare to connect intellectually and physically and emotionally and everything that goes along with that. But the intellectual, there's a lot of food there. There's a lot of feeding to do on either end. Your keywords are partnership, creativity. You'll bring that out in the other person. Communication. Education. Support. Planning. Inspiration is the final word on this card. Okay. Your hearth and your home. Everything, every intimate part of whatever affects your heart is the Eight of Swords. It's restriction. Okay. Somebody's feeling restricted at their job. All of a sudden, a certain amount of creative freedom has been removed. There have been some changes, and that's part of it. So you're being told what you can't do anymore instead of being told what you can do. They're focusing more on the can't. There's been a new line drawn in the sand kind of a thing. You're not liking it. This could happen in relationships as well. They could be on hold. They could be on lockdown. You've reached an impasse for somebody. It could be an ongoing argument, an ongoing disagreement, an ongoing belief of some kind in your opposite ends that could come to the surface again, which is not going to be real. So you're kind of at a stalemate on whether you give up and walk away, or you find some kind of middle ground and peace and move beyond that, whatever that is. There could be somebody as well that this is meant for, and that is that there's one person wanting more of a commitment in a relationship. The person opposite them is not free to commit, which can mean a whole lot of things. I'm not even going to get started. Use your imagination. It can mean a whole lot of things when somebody's not free to commit. I know what everybody's instantly thinking, but it isn't always that. Sometimes they are overwhelmed with too much responsibility. That's part of the problem for some of you. For the rest of you, we'll say it could be anything. That's where we'll leave it. Okay. The advice of the card is get a hold of yourself. The card literally says be in control of your own future. But what I got was get a hold of yourself. I'm sorry, I just putting out what I'm hearing. It's meant for somebody. It's too funny. Be realistic, regardless of what others may think at this time. Free yourself by being less tolerant of other people, the people that you seem to displease so greatly. Free yourself of them. You'd be doing yourself a favor. Be less tolerant of others. So says tarot. Keywords are separation and fear, burdens, a lack of vision, being stuck, responsibility, and change. This is all going on within the most intimate part of who you are. The things that are closest and most important to your heart. There are going to be some restrictions drawn in the line for a few of you. I'm not feeling a mass of people going through that. I'm feeling a few of you are. And they are for the reasons I may have implied. For some of you. The rest of you is legitimate. You just don't have the time for getting deeper into relationship. It's just the way it's going for you. You don't have the extra time to do a relationship, a serious relationship, any justice. And why the hell couldn't they leave well enough alone? Somebody's out there thinking. We were having fun. It was great. There were no restrictions. There were no nothing. And now there is. Big time. All right, let's move on. Your next card. And that is not even your challenges. That is a big meaty card. That's not even your challenges. We're just getting to your challenges now. Another card I'm not really crazy about. I like it when messages come through. It deflects what tarot is saying. I always go with my intuition before I go with tarot. I've got guidelines on the back of my cards. I don't have the whole meaning. If I wrote the whole meanings, I'd need 4 cards per card. No, these are my guidelines. I like to squeeze the best of the best out of each card that I can. So, 8 of Cups and change. Such a warm number. The number 8 to me is a warm number. To me, that's just how it feels. It feels complete. It feels whole. I feel a lot of different things about the 8, but in this case, in the 8 of Cups in tarot, it's not that it's the worst of things. It's just that there's such a big change coming up, or you're about to go through something. You won't be in the same place at all by the time you get at the end of your journey compared to where you're coming from. And what is the driving force behind that is what I'm hearing. The tarot's telling you you're going to have a challenge with this, but now's the time for you to take your leave. Oh, God, excuse my language, but this is... No, it's in my language, and I'm just going to say it, because Spirit does not swear. I'm just going to say it. Don't take offense. Either what I'm hearing is very strong. I'm feeling the heat off of it. Is you're going to need to, this is one of your challenges for mid-March, either shit or get off the pot. Okay? It's time to make a decision. You're either going to go forward or you're going to break something. You're going to break something up. There's going to be the ending and a break of something completely broken, or a complete turnabout is what's going to be happening. It's going to be a challenge. You're going to be fighting between your heart, your common sense, your logic, your instincts are really going to overwhelm you because it's going to take you right off and you're going to want to go with that. But all these what ifs will come into play. At the end of the day, you've got to make a choice. Do I stay or do I go now? It's up to you, Cancer. I don't know what that means for me. I have no idea. Doesn't resonate with me. How's that? Doesn't. But now's the time to take your leave. Most commitments have been severed. You've said goodbye to most people. You've cut off the relationships, whatever. So there's going to be little drama to contend with when you get down to ground zero. There won't be a whole lot of drama to deal with. No tearful goodbyes. Just say a quiet goodbye to everything for those of you going through that change. There's also a journey ahead for somebody. Possibly a change of scenery. I need to get out of here. I need to see something different. I don't need to see memories. I don't want to see memories. I want to go somewhere brand new, and some of you will. It'll be the best medicine you can give to yourself. There could be a vacation coming up. It couldn't be at a better time for some of you. You know, we're into March, and a lot of people are traveling south for a few weeks. March break just went by as well. So you could be taking a short vacation of kinds, or a full vacation. We're talking 14 days, right? Or some short trips away. Maybe make it a habit of going away on your days off. Whenever your weekend falls through the week. You'll take those days and you'll go away somewhere. It'll be to bring yourself back. It'll be therapeutic. It'll be medicinal. It'll be doing you good. I wish I could. Not that I want to leave Chance Harbor in my home, but it would be nice to just disappear and nobody knows where you're at sometimes. Nobody can get a hold of you. You can hide. Your keywords are endings and departures, journeys, movement, transition, travel, and vacations. I'm not going on any vacations. I don't know that kind of money. I don't know who does. Oh no, I know people that do, but still, you know what I mean. Gotta love this last card. My friends, you gotta love this last card. My fellow Cancerians, we got the Ten of Cups. When's the last time we've seen this in one of our readings? It's been a while. It really has. This is the card of completion. This is the card of good endings. This is a card of finishing a job, finishing a project, and having yourself go out with a bang and have everything end with a bang in the best of ways. It is the happily ever after card. After coming through all the strife and the toil that we had before this, you know, at the very end, we're coming full circle and we're getting our dues paid to us for everything we've endured. Things are going to get a little bit better for just about everybody and a whole lot better for a few. Romance and love and bonds between two human beings will deepen, and we're talking friendship as well. Family relationships, romantic relationships. Your life is going to become more sociable. You'll be more social. Some of you could find that your family is growing, which is wonderful, and your children are thriving. Their lives are thriving. There could be celebrations in the works for some of you at this time as well, due to those endings with the job sites and job contracts and this kind of a thing, or projects. You're even going to have the clearing off of disagreements so that the people that you're kind of on the outs with, Cancer, now's the time to smooth things over. Now's the time to to get back in the game. Take the bull by the horns. Stop losing sleep and just confront what it is you need to confront. I don't waste time anymore bullshitting. I never was a bullshitter. I could never tolerate it. I always had. Excuse the language, but BS, whatever. I could never tolerate that from anybody. BS, I couldn't. Being genuine is the only way to be, especially if you walk in the spirit, you walk in the light. It's the only way to be. But if you've got some disagreements with people, is what I'm saying, or situations that are a little sensitive topic, we'll say, now's the time to clear those things up and smooth those things over. So you have a clear conscience. You can move forward a lot easier without a bunch of blocks, having to move them or jump around them. But you're going to be feeling just so wonderful. You don't want anything negative coming into this wonderful space. You've been through hell and back. The universe is paying you back. And things are all settling down. And there's new balance taking place. You know what tomorrow brings. It's kind of nice for a change. That sort of a thing. And you're feeling like everything's all good right now. And that's the aim that we all have. We want to get to that place where everything is complete. The card is about completion. And we want our lives to be complete with everything that we need and everything that we want. The perfect world. What is your perfect world? Everybody's different. Okay, so this card also shows if you have children, they're thriving, they're growing very, very well, they're very well adapted. You're going to have a very busy, happy home for a few of you. Finding your dream home for somebody else and having children geared toward the younger folk. Congratulations. The advice of this card, though, so says Tarot, you can feel blessed for the life that you have. It's time to celebrate. It's time to allow yourself to celebrate and to feel good. And to be okay with who you are. And be happy about that. Real happiness. Your keywords are family and love. There could be wedding celebrations as well. Your home becomes important. Security comes to you. You'll have a sense of security and safeness. Snug as a bug in a rug. Children are highlighted for some. And a beautiful, beautiful word, Cancer. I'm so happy to bring celebration. Reason to celebrate. What do you think of them apples? That was your reading, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I'm still tempted to wipe the whole camera, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I'm going to let it go through and hope for the best. Oh, boy. If you like this reading, you like that private reading, I do offer that service. The information for that is found down below this video window in the Show More section. Please grab my email and ship that off to me. I'll get you taken care of ASAP. Also, to all subscribers, thank you very much. Anybody that's new, please subscribe to the channel. While you're at it, please subscribe on Facebook under Groups of Funday Fortunes. It is a closed and private group full of like-minded people like myself and like you. Please come join us. For everybody else, if you're looking for me, if I'm not here, not today. Today I'm here. But in the fine weather, you'll find me not here, but down below walking on the beach along the water's edge to hold the highest, mightiest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful and the bountiful Bay of Fundy. And no matter where you look, you're always going to find me watching and waiting for the next high tide. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you did enjoy. Thank you for all your likes and your shares as well and all that good stuff. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Remember, and keep the peace in so you can share that love out. I wish you all the best for the rest of the month. Believe you me when I say I wish you best. Let's hope for the best. We can make it happen. Goodbye for now.